Hello my friend and welcome to Cryptid Central. In this video we'll be taking a look at 5 ferocious and bloodthirsty cryptids. I must warn you, what we'll be talking about in this video goes beyond what we've talked about before. Previous cryptids that we've discussed can most certainly be dangerous. The chupacabra, for example, sustains itself on the blood of animals. But most of the cryptids we've talked about before are just that, animals. These 5, well, if there are such things as evil animals, then these 5 cryptids surely rank among them. Number 5. The Snallygaster. The Snallygaster, also known as the schneller Geist, meaning quick spirit in German, is a vicious dragon-like beast said to inhabit the hills surrounding Washington and Frederick counties, Maryland. The Snallygaster is said to be a half-bird and half-reptile chimera, with a metallic beak lined with razor-sharp teeth and octopus-like tentacles. Witnesses say that the Snallygaster swoops down from the sky, silently, in order to pick up its victims and carry them away to its nest, where it then sucks the blood of its victims. 7 pointed stars, which were said to keep the Snallygaster at bay, can still be seen painted on local barns. Newspaper accounts throughout February and March 1909 describe encounters between local residents and a beast with enormous wings, a long pointed bill, claws like steel hooks, and an eye in the center of its forehead. It was described as making screeches like a locomotive whistle. A great deal of publicity surrounded this string of appearances, with the Smithsonian Institution offering a reward for its hide. US President Theodore Roosevelt reportedly considered postponing an African safari to personally hunt the beast. According to legend, the Snallygaster has had quite a few run-ins with another cryptid said to live in the area called the dueo, which is reported to be a bipedal humanoid with wolf-like features. The dueo and the Snallygaster have reportedly had vicious encounters dating back to the early settlement of the Middletown Valley. It would appear that these 2 cryptids are sworn natural enemies. Number 4. Popobawa. The Popobawa, which means batwing in Swahili, is a cryptid that inhabits the island of Pemba near Tanzania in Africa. The Popobawa is said to be a bat-like creature with one eye and has dark, red, leathery skin, giving this cryptid a truly demonic appearance. It has also been described as having a sulphurous odour. The Tanzanian natives consider the Popobawa to be an evil spirit. The Popobawa is said to typically visit homes at night, but has also been seen in the daytime. It viciously attacks men, women and children, and may attack all of the members of a household before passing on to another house nearby. Its nocturnal attacks may take the form of simple physical assault. However, the most feared kind of attack that the Popobawa is said to make is sexual assault, and victims are often urged to tell others that they have been a victim of this creature, or face the possibility of further visits from it if they do not. During Popobawa panics, many people try to guard themselves and their homes by staying outdoors all night, huddled around an open fire with their family and neighbours, hoping desperately that the Popobawa doesn't come for them. Number 3. The Beast of Gevauden. In the 1760s, in France, a creature named the Beast of Gevauden was held responsible for at least 60 gruesome animal attack deaths, and only sometimes did it eat what it killed. There are several descriptions of the Beast of Gevauden. Some reports state that it was fully red in colour. Others say that it was red with a large grey patch. It was also said by some to be red with faint stripes along its back, or having black and white patches spotted over its body, with no trace of red. Rarely it had colours or patterns that didn't incorporate red, black or white. It could be that the times where its fur was seen to be red were due to it having made a vicious kill not long before. According to reports made at the time, the Beast of Gevauden was a quadruped, about the size of a horse. It reminded witnesses of a bear, hyena, wolf and panther all at once. It had a long, wolf-like or pig-like snout, lined with large, razor-sharp teeth and a long, strong neck. The ears were small and round, lying flat on its head. Its tail somewhat resembled the long tail of a panther, and was strong enough to be used as a weapon, knocking men and animals to the ground with it. The feet of the beast are the hardest to describe. Some say that it has cloven hooves, or that each digit is tipped with a hoof. Others say that its vicious claws are so heavy, thick, and deadly that they merely resemble solid hooves. Number 2. The Dundas Island Blackfly. The Dundas Island Blackfly, also known as the flesh-eating fly, is a species of insect native to Dundas Island in Canada. This nasty bug is a giant among other flies, as it is said to grow up to 6 inches in length and is almost completely black in colour. When hunting their prey, they both drink its blood and then eat its flesh, sometimes not even waiting for its prey to die of blood loss before starting on it. They also have enough venom to kill a fully grown cow. Not only that, but they also hunt relentlessly for hours on end, following a prey item for miles, much like an angry killer bee, and won't give up unless the victim manages to leave the island before being caught. It would seem that Dundas Island blackflies are unable to leave said island, as luckily they are not found anywhere else. Number 1. Mamlambo. Mamlambo is a 7-foot-long reptilian cryptid that lives in South Africa and is known to natives as the brain sucker. It has a long tail, walks on 4 legs, has a serpentine neck and a horse-like head. This water-dwelling monstrosity haunts the villages around the Umzinlava River in South Africa and is said to grab a hold of its unfortunate victims using its powerful jaws and then drag them down into the river's depths, where it then devours their faces in order to reach its main target for consumption, their brains. The Mamlambo shares many similarities with the Dobachu, which is said to inhabit parts of Ireland, in that they both kill their prey by dragging it underwater, where it proceeds to drown it, then cracks open its skull, similar to how otters break open clams, and then proceeds to siphon the brains and, ultimately, all of the blood from the corpse. The most recent Mamlambo sighting was reported near Lubaleko, a village on the Umzinlava River, in April of 1997. Those who still live in the Lubaleko village pray that the Mamlambo never rears its skull-cracking, brain-slurping head again. Indeed, these are particularly cruel and bloodthirsty cryptids. To be drowned and have your brains sucked out, to have your flesh eaten while you're still alive, or to actually be sexually assaulted by a creature would indicate that these are something other than animals that want to be left alone. These are beasts capable of cruelty on a human level.